Breast cancer is a frightening diagnosis, but for women who must have a mastectomy, there are now more options than ever for breast reconstruction. These options weren't available to most patients just a few years ago. In tonight's Health Matters, a state-of-the-art surgery that two Austin doctors are performing to help local women who've had mastectomies.
It's just so classic, vintage, old classic. Makes me feel good.
Feeling good is important to Amy Coddington. She's been pursuing some of her passions lately, like vintage trucks and glasswork.
Look at all this amazing glass.
It's her reward to herself for dealing with the ups and downs of breast cancer during the past year. Last December, a routine mammogram revealed Coddington had early-stage breast cancer.
That's a really great piece of glass.
Since she had risky tissue in her other breast, she opted for a double mastectomy. The decision was made easier when she found out about the latest technique for breast reconstruction.
It was very much of a turning point for me. From that moment on, I just sort of felt like everything was going to be okay.
Hey! How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Any changes? Anything there?
Austin plastic surgeon Ned Snyder and his partner performed Coddington's reconstruction. They're the only two doctors in Austin offering a complex procedure called deep flap.
Around the skin, fat, and blood vessels that will be used to reconstruct the breast.
Doctors make an incision, usually along the bikini line, much like that used for a tummy tuck. The necessary skin, soft tissue, and tiny blood vessels are removed to build the new breast. These blood vessels are matched to supplying vessels at the mastectomy site and reattached under a microscope.
Once someone's done and once their reconstruction is complete, it's something that's their own tissue and will age with them like a natural breast and won't require maintenance in the future.
The reconstruction of one breast takes about 3.5 hours and is usually done immediately after the mastectomy. So the patient wakes up from surgery with new breasts built with her own tissue, skin, and blood vessels.
I would never have thought that you could get back to such a natural feeling, looking condition after mastectomy.
People will say that they forget that it's not their real breast, or that they treat it the same and that they believe it's the same as their natural breast on the other side, or in the case of two breasts that it feels the same, or some that even say they think that it looks better than the breast did before.
Reconstruction is a very personal decision for women facing a mastectomy. Some don't choose it at all. Others prefer traditional breast implants. Amy Coddington is grateful she researched her options because she says this was the best choice for her.
For me, I wanted to get back to as close to what I could be so that I didn't wake up every morning and think, oh my goodness, I had cancer. What a truck. Now I really feel good. Now this is a truck.
Unlike other procedures where part of the abdomen is used to rebuild the breast, the deep flap surgery leaves the muscle and abdominal wall intact, making recovery time quicker and less painful.